with the 100th episode of Tips and Tricks Tuesday. I cannot even believe it is here. And I can't even believe that we're still making them and that you are always tuning in. But I did want to make this episode much more special for a lot of reasons. We're at the end of the holiday season. It's New Year's. We're starting to make those resolutions. And I thought to myself, what could I film other than hair that might be helpful to all you viewers out there? It can help you with a great tip and trick to get your New Year's started off. And so I came up with 3 ideas that I wanted to discuss with you today. Something that really matters to me, something that I always work on as a business owner, and I thought they could be helpful to you. So here we go. My first tip and trick for you is don't just think it, ink it. It's something I've always lived by. I write everything down. I write my list for my list. I'm even guilty of on Sundays when I have done a task to even write the task I've already done on my list so I can check it off. Because that sense of accomplishment is so amazing. In running my business, we have whiteboards and things of that nature that we constantly are marking off on our list. One thing that we begin the day with in our management is a BOD, which is beginning of the day report, which basically is a list on an email of the things that we want to accomplish on that day. And then at the end of the day, we have the EOD, which is the end of the day report that I receive from anyone working within my company on all the things that we've accomplished during the day. Now, if you're out there and you're an independent contractor and you're saying to yourself, well, that really doesn't apply to me because I'm a uno a mano, I work only on my own. I still encourage you to ink it, to write down your goals, to write down the things that matter to you, to constantly work on making sure that you are writing that down so that you can look over those things and be aware of what you're accomplishing. It really does help you. So that's my first tip and trick. So my second tip and trick is something that my father always taught me. And that is to go into your business when it's closed, either late at night, early on a Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, and walk through your business as a guest. Walk through with no preconceived notions of your place. Try to experience the environment that you've created for your guest as a guest. What that means is you need to open every drawer. You need to go in every bathroom. You need to look at your customer service centers or look at your smocks. Look at the baseboards. Look at the way your place is painted. Look at the wear and tear on your business. My papa always said, have you ever been bitten by an elephant? Well, if you've been bitten by an elephant, you would remember that. But it's the little fleas in your business that really get you. It's the little tiny bites of things here and there that really add up to bigger and greater things within your business. Sit down in the chair. Lean back in the shampoo bowl. Look at your ceiling. Look at the vents. Look at all the things around you. Walk around in your parking lot and see what your guests see every day. Go out back. See where your employees reside. Look at that. All those things are super important identifiers of what others perceive you and your business as. So go in by yourself. Make a list. Maybe even take a trash bag with you so that you can throw away some things that you need to get rid of. Sometimes the things that we see every single day of our lives in our business become very common, and we don't see them through the eyes of the buyer and through the eyes of the consumer. So my advice to you, and my second tip and trick today, is for you to make sure to always be a guest in your own business. And the third and final tip and trick that I have for my 100th episode of Candy Shaw's Tips and Tricks is to empower your people to bring you solutions, not problems. Now, that's a lot easier said than done if you're a salon owner. I'm sure you're out there thinking to yourself right now, wow, how am I going to really make that happen? How do I really empower people to bring solutions and not problems? Well, there's a lot of ways, of course, you can do that through huddles or through communication and text messaging, group chats, Facebook, putting that aura and that culture out there. But one thing that's really worked well for my business is we created this that says, I have an idea. And on this sheet, it basically asks all the things about that idea. I mean, let's face it, we are all creative people. And in every business, someone's always going to have an idea. But the question is, who's going to follow through with it? How much is it going to cost the business? And really, what is it going to do to the overall aspect of the success of your salon? Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, again, I'm an independent. I work by myself. How am I going to fill out an idea sheet? Well, you really still can, because ideas are what grow your business. And so maybe you would sit down and give yourself a pros and cons list. And you would take an idea that you have and you would write on one side all the things that you think it would solve. And on the other side, maybe all the things you think that could be detrimental to your business, i.e. cost, i.e. maybe you want to renovate, something like that, maybe closing your business and things of that nature. So for me, if you work in an environment of teamwork makes the dream work, you have to teach and empower your people to bring solutions, not problems. So I certainly hope that this tip and trick has helped you, or these 3 tips and tricks have helped you. And I hope that you'll get your January of 2019 started off with a bang. And remember, don't just think it, ink it. Walk through your business and make sure that you create solutions and find solutions and not problems. And what that might mean for you too is always be a good finder. I know that in the climate of the world that we live in today, it's very easy to have a license to critique as hairdressers. And as hairdressers, we're constantly faced with opinions. Do I like that color? Do I like that haircut? Do I like that product line? Do I like that manufacturer? Do I like that culture? And so I empower you, all of those balayage believers out there and those of you who have followed these tips and tricks, to recognize that being a good finder is a lot harder than being a complainer. So go out there and be the positive force in someone else's life, pay it forward, and always make sure that you stay tuned for more tips and tricks with Candy Shaw. Happy New Year, everyone.